Hey, before you think just another set of bookshelf speakers, let me tell you what happened the first night I fired up the Audioengine HD6. I played a track I've heard 1,000 times. And leaned in, because the sound actually felt present. Not louder, real depth and clarity that instantly made me notice what my old speakers were missing. This is for the person who knows sound. The one who feels when vocals are boxed in, when instruments lack body, and when music or a movie sound like they're coming from behind a veil instead of through it. You're done settling for fine enough. You want sound that belongs in the room with you. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Premium speakers like this don't stay predictable for long, and hesitation quietly turns into regret later. You knew it was time to upgrade when your old setup made every track feel flat and every scene feel half-finished. I remember listening and thinking, something should be happening here. That frustration builds until you realize you've outgrown compromise and crave audio that finally feels complete. The first time the HD6 came alive, everything shifted. The 150 watts of power didn't just increase volume, it gave control. The 24-bit DAC and aptX HD Bluetooth made digital sources feel rich instead of compressed. Vocals were anchored, instruments had texture, and bass had weight without muddying the rest of the mix. Once you feel this level of clarity and balance, anything weaker starts to sound like a veil you didn't realize was there. I used these speakers in real life, evening listening sessions where minute details reveal themselves, movie nights where dialogue and effects felt layered instead of smeared, game soundtracks with surprising depth and presence, and even casual playlists where you suddenly hear things you never noticed before. This isn't about chasing specs, it's about how sound feels in the room, and for the first time it actually lives there. So here's the nudge you need. Don't sit around waiting for prices to dip or stock to linger. Gear like this earns attention fast, and hesitation quietly becomes regret, that tiny reminder every time your current setup falls short. You might think bookshelf speakers can't compete with bigger rigs. That doubt evaporates the moment you hear how balanced the HD6 stays, deep without boom, crisp without harshness. It doesn't just fill the room, it defines it. Here's the surprise most listeners overlook. Once audio stops fighting with the room and starts harmonizing with it, even quiet moments feel textured instead of flat, and loud moments feel impactful without losing detail. Owning something at this level changes how your space feels. Music feels alive, not shallow. Vocals feel anchored, not distant. Effects feel textured, not smeared. Daily listening feels intentional, not average. If I'm honest, premium speakers always ask for thoughtful placement. And real clarity always carries a real commitment. But at some point you stop comparing specs and just choose sound you already wanted, because every time you consider something weaker, you come back to this feeling of yes, that's real audio. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and think about every time your current system disappoints. If you're ready for speakers that finally match how you hear music and sound in your head, check the Audioengine HD6 now and bring living room level clarity home the right way.